about to come on board for the startup of a rather extraordinary new laboratory. For this laboratory is a 620 horsepower turbocharged mobile test bed, with its power transmitted to the pavement through a unique quattro all-wheel drive system. The experiments conducted here will not take place within the friendly confines of a traditional research center, but in the hostile environment of IMSA GTO racing competition. It was only last year that Audi made its American professional racing debut with a pair of specially prepared production-based Quattro 200 sedans, an effort that met with immediate success. 8 victories, the Drivers' Championship and the Manufacturers' Championship, along the way demonstrating the advantages of all-wheel drive. Surely everyone expected Audi to take the conventional route and return to the Trans Am this season with their proven equipment and go for yet another championship. Instead, the Audi engineers have chosen to take an alternate route, the fiercely competitive IMSA GTO series. With more high-tech rules, GTO allows the engineers to work at the cutting edge. And they've done just that by creating a pair of super light, super fast Audi 90 Quattros.
The only thing it has in common with the street car is maybe the steering wheel. The rest is a real race car, tube frame chassis, racing brakes, everything is just made for racing.
As the Audi team put their new test beds on stream, a special mini-cam will take you behind the scenes. But the truth is, these machines have never turned a wheel in anger. Despite their aggressive appearance, they're in the infancy of their development curve. To succeed, they must be toughened in the ways of winning.
Handling-wise, we still have to work a lot because it reacts completely different on the suspension. It's much more critical.
The thing that's nice about this car is we're starting down at the very bottom of the ladder, and we have all this room to develop the car.
If you go a second or two off the pace, it makes a whole lot of difference. You go 2 seconds faster in the field, the car is fine. If you go 1 second quicker, the car can be understeer, oversteer.
For in the competitive world of motor racing, engineers can determine answers in seconds that could take months to uncover in a conventional research program. In the beginning stages of testing, a special telemetry system is installed that allows engineers to monitor virtually every millisecond of the Quattro's on-track performance. Engine, transmission, aerodynamics, suspension. Providing information that even surprised the drivers.
This gearbox is the best I've ever raced in my whole career. To shift, it takes only 0.2 of a second.
This is like a race car, and the rear of the car, because it's a short wheelbase, is much more nervous, but that can be controlled from the aerodynamics of the car.
The main focus, however, is the performance potential of all-wheel drive.
The traction when you have the power down is really incredible because the tighter the turn is and the more you have the wheels turn, it pulls the car around the corner itself. I did a week of testing in south of France with Porsche and with Audi, you know. And I did the first 2 days with Audi. And then I got into my works 962. I did 10 laps and I came back and I said to the engineer, I have very bad traction. He said, go back to the Audi. You learn so quick to adapt to sort of traction you have. And when you drive a two-wheel driven car, you miss something.
Yet, even with the superior traction of all-wheel drive, the drivers must probe new limits.
You don't have only four-wheel drive, you also have turbocharged engine. You can go around the corner as you want to do. But if you go on the power too early and you have to lift off, then maybe you're history. A race car, nice to drive, was never fast. A really tricky one, that's the one a racing driver needs to go really fast.
Every step we make, the car gets better and better.
But now, the telemetry system must be disconnected. The computers powered down. The time for experimentation is momentarily over. It is the beginning of a season of serious competition. The 1989 IMSA GTO Championship.
Welcome to Miami. Glad to have you here.
A series of head-to-head races against the best in the world.
3 divisions of IMSA cars and drivers getting ready to do battle. Out of a 1.87 mile circle. Hit about ready to fire up and let them go.
These special quattros may have been designed as test beds, but they are also competitive animals.
Clear the grid. Let's start your engine. So be behind the leads on safety car.
And the first test of competition now awaits them. And competitive they are, showing remarkable speed, handling, and braking in just their very first taste of racing. Some may question the relevance of motorsports in the development of the passenger cars of tomorrow, just as some may view the automobile as nothing more than an appliance for getting from point A to point B. They are satisfied with the conventional route. The Audi engineers reject this view. Their command is performance.
And here comes the move to the inside. Pushes him out. Dillon backs in third spot. He moves up one to the back.
To them, automobile racing is an exercise in fresh thinking. To succeed, you must explore the unknown. Last year, Audi proved no one could match the Quattro's all-wheel drive performance in the Trans Am. For most, such a spectacular demonstration of engineering superiority would be enough. But at Audi, the real rewards of motorsports will be demonstrated in the automobiles of the future. For here at the track, engineers learn not to ask how others have solved the problem, but how can we solve it better? To be unafraid to take the alternate route. And in just their second race, the Audi 90 Quattros, the cars designed as test beds, score an unprecedented 1-2 finish. The first victory ever for an all-wheel drive automobile in IMSA GTO competition. Then, just 2 weeks later, the Quattros make it 2 wins in a row. The Audi team will be continuing these high-velocity experiments on the great racetracks of North America this season. Don't miss them.